Hello, and welcome to the Phoenix Singles Fantasy Football Weekly Update by Harry. That'd be me. Hello, my name's Harry, and welcome. Before we get started, I just wanted to say one thing. That if you're interested in being part of one of these fantasy football podcasts, we'd be more than happy to have you as a guest host. We're definitely looking for more guest hosts. Well, any guest host, actually. So if you're interested, we just get on Zoom. We'll share the screen like you'll see in a few minutes. And then we'll talk about what's going on in our fantasy football league. If you're interested, let me know. It's Harry at thephoenixsingles.com. Harry at thephoenixsingles.com. Now let's get started with our fantasy football podcast. Welcome to our first ever fantasy football weekly update. Yep, you heard that correctly. This is the first time we've ever done this. And we'll see how it goes. Maybe we'll do it again. So, as far as this goes, I'm going to share some of my strategies. And I know I've said I wasn't going to, but I thought it was only fair as a community service to share my thoughts on our fantasy football league. So this week, it was not a good week for Team Mudhen, I got to tell you. It just, it was a bad management. Team Shannon kicked my ass. I'll give her credit. She won. She got luckier in hell because I just started the wrong people, which we're going to go over all this. So let's start with, we'll start with the first game here. And, as you can see, Team Mudhen lost. That would be me, by the way. To Team Shannon. Team Shannon, I will say, because I got to give credit, according to Yahoo, she had an A- draft. That's pretty damn good. Well, it was the highest draft grade in our draft class. And also, though, according to, Yahoo Sports, Team Shannon has the easiest schedule of any team in our league. And, I have the hardest. So, I have the hardest schedule. I had the worst draft, according to Yahoo, which I'm not going with that crap, by the way, but I'm going with whatever they say. This week, as you can see, I just made some managerial errors. As you can see, when we look at our bench players and we scroll up here, if I would have put this guy up here, and then moved one of these guys up here, then I would have had I would have won, basically. I would have won. And, so that's really, it was a managerial thing. Shannon got lucky. She kicked my ass. I'm going to admit it. But, in all fairness, it was just a poor move on my part. My strategy originally was get a couple good running backs and then stock up with receivers, which, as you can see, I have a shitload of receivers. I just didn't play the correct people. So, my bad. Shannon, you get a free one this week. Ain't going to happen again. I'm just saying. So, let's see. Let's go on to our next game. Next game's going to be this one here. And, as you can see here, let's show the bench players, get everybody up here. So, as you can see, Scotty and Oscar's team. Oscar's team just kicked some frickin' ass this week. Basically, he just kicked ass. I mean, he has a great team. What can we say? There's really nothing Scotty could have done to, get all new players maybe, but he had no shot in hell. Wish I was playing him. I would have won. Oh, life in the big city. Then on this team, let's see. Then we go, Stu and Stacy. That's a tough one. That one's still going on. Stu has, a couple players going. He's got Derrick Henry and Connor tonight. And Stacy has the Pittsburgh defense and Barkley. I mean, this is going to be close. They give Stacy a 72% edge here. And, well, I'm not going to argue with them because I don't know any better, supposedly. Let's look at their benches. And, well, let's see here. Could they have done any better? Not really. Not a lot. Not a lot. I guess, Stacy could have taken out Prescott, which probably would have put Murray in. That would have been a plus. Big plus, actually. And let's see. And, she would have had that New Orleans defense in instead of taking the Pittsburgh defense, which I don't know why anybody would take those criminals anyway. But, people do. But she's got a 72% chance of winning. So, Stu's going to need a lot of luck tonight. A lot of luck. And tonight's a doubleheader. So look at that. Stacy's going to be done after the first game, but Stu still has the second game going. And then you come down to the last two teams of our matchups. And we have these two guys. Eric, the loser, and, well, Wayne, who won one time and thinks he's good. I don't get it. Now, this one says Eric's going to, 85% winning, chance of winning, which is probably not going to happen, but more than likely he's going to win, since this guy actually has to go in negative points for him to lose. And for a receiver to get negative points is not that easy. So this one, it looks like Eric's going to win. Shocking, I know. Now let's see as far as their bench players go. Could they have made it any difference? Oh, yeah. Yep. If he would have put in Crowder and taken out Beckham only got 5 points. I mean, that's like criminal. So, yeah, that cost him. That cost him, my friends. Bad managerial style for Wayne on this week. But that's okay. There's still next week. That is our fantasy football weekly update, week 1. Now, let me say this at the end of this, that we are looking for guest hosts. So if you would like to be a guest host on this fantasy football weekly update podcast, YouTube videos, whatever the hell you want to call this stuff, we'd be more than happy to have you. All you really need is a Zoom connection. So if you can get on Zoom, we can have you. And then we'll just talk about the matchups and things that are going on in our fantasy football league. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. We look forward to seeing you next week for week 2. Stay safe, stay healthy.